That's why I'm very happy to have you on my interview, because it will be a long-lasting memory.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I didn't even think that. Now I start to cry.
Hey, everybody, and welcome back to a new episode of our podcast. And today's episode is going to be Erasmus from another perspective. And because it's Erasmus from another perspective, I invited my dorm mate, or wall neighbor, she likes to say, because she's living in the room right next to mine. And let's welcome Milla, everybody.
Hello, everyone.
How about we start with an introduction? Just like, what's your name, your age, what do you study, and where do you come from?
Well, I'm Milla. I'm 22 years old and I come from Finland, as you can maybe hear from my lovely accent. And I'm studying industrial engineering and management in Tampere University in Finland. But here I'm taking the courses under economics and business administration.
So it's quite a different field than mine, actually.
Yeah, it differs quite much.
Yeah, but that's also good. So then the listeners get another perspective on some different courses.
Yeah, that's true.
Great. So we got something else. We have somebody who's a little closer to home, I would say. You're staying in Scandinavia.
Yeah, exactly. Not that far away.
No, not that far away. But I think we're coming to that in this episode. But first of all, I want to know, why did you choose to do an Erasmus semester?
Well, it was quite a fast choice, or like, I don't know, I didn't really think about going abroad or like living or having an exchange semester. But then many of my friends had the thought to go for an exchange this autumn, and then I was just like, well, maybe I should go as well, because it's like totally new, like adventure and new things, and you need to like maybe go sometimes. You need to go sometimes outside your comfort zone, and then I was just like, well, maybe I should like at least think about it, and then I just applied. So maybe that's the main reason was just like I wanted to have an adventure and push myself out of my comfort zone, and also maybe like because of my friends were so many of them were going for an exchange, then I was just like, oh, maybe I should too, because I don't know, it just felt like, oh, maybe this should be the like if I don't do it now, I would never do it. So that's also one of the reasons why I choose to like do an exchange semester.
But it's actually like the first time that you go so far abroad, or at least abroad for that long.
Yeah, I have. Well, I've like traveled in Europe, like other countries, but I haven't lived in another country for 5 months or 4.5.
So it's quite a different perspective,
Yeah,
actually.
you need to like think so much more different stuff when you like actually go live abroad. Because if you just go traveling, you can go there, be 1 or 2 weeks, and then when you come back, it's like the same. Yeah. But here you really needed to think that, yeah, I need an apartment. What do I do my apartment in Finland? How does the studies go? Then you needed to apply and search for different universities and like check all the traveling stuff, and then also insurance. And there was so much like different things you needed to think, which I first didn't even like understand they were included like in the whole thing. But and also I think that this semester, or like putting up the semester and like doing all the stuff was also like a good thing, because you really needed to like get your shit together and and not just like leave everything like wee, or you just needed to do some research and then like decide on different things, what to do and when to do and where to do, and it was so much thinking.
That's a lot of responsibility as well.
Yeah, exactly. You needed to really take like the responsibility of yourself at that point. Even though I've been living in Tampere like by myself for 3 years, but it was still quite different to come than here, because like of course in Finland all the friends and family is quite near, but here, well, it's quite near also in here, but it's still quite different.
Yeah, that's true. But it's like comes in handy when you're on your way to growing up, I guess, because you make so many experiences. Interesting. So why did you actually choose this university then here in Karlstad?
Well, this was my third choice of like the different universities. I believe the first one was Uppsala, and then the second one was maybe Lund, and then this was the third one. So, but mainly I put this as a third one because I was interested about the courses in here, and they sounded really like, I don't know, interesting. But yeah, other than that, I don't know why I chose to come into Karlstad. It was maybe, I think I didn't do that specific research on different universities and like this cities where the universities were, but maybe I should have done. But I don't know, I just quite much went with the flow.
But you were pretty sure that you were coming to Sweden, yes?
Yeah. I wanted to, like my main reason to come to Sweden was because I wanted to learn the language. But as of being here like 2 months now, I think I won't learn it at all. I'm just learning English. But the other reason was also because it was so easy. Like I was thinking about going to Canada, but then it was like there was so much more things to think about, and then because my like the thought of me going for an exchange was so like rapid and it came so quickly that then I was just like, but maybe I'm just gonna go to Sweden. And then because I haven't read any other languages except Finnish, English and Swedish, then I thought that I could not go like to other to Germany or to France or to Spain because I have not read the languages. Then I also would have liked to go to Great Britain, but because it's not part of the EU anymore, it would have been quite a pain.
Yeah, it got a little difficult to go there.
Exactly. So that's maybe the reason why I came to Sweden and, well, to this university. It was like a coincidence maybe.
Well, I'm not mad that you made the decision to go to Karlstad.
No, I'm not mad at it either.
But do you remember when you say that coming here was quite a rapid and like spontaneous like idea? Do you remember like the process of application and stuff?
Yeah, it was so... it took so much time. The portal we used, this mobility online thing, I hate it from the bottom of my heart, and I'm still not really excited to do all the stuff after the exchange, because you still need to upload there some things. But yeah, there was quite much like searching to do, and at that point I was just like, hell no, I'm not gonna go to I'm not gonna do this. I don't have the time to make the research and then apply and then blah blah, and then there was so much other things as well which you needed to take I don't know, to understand and to search for, and then at the same time as the applying process was on, I also needed to apply for summer work, and oh my god, it was just a pain.
I remember there was a lot of writing in there, like writing why you want to go there, at least for me, and write why you want to take the course and stuff like that.
Yeah, we had the same, like some kind of letter which you needed to write.
Exactly.
But I survived.
Yeah, me too.
Good job, us.
So then you choose what courses again?
Yeah, I chose marketing strategies, which I have now on, and then in the second period I have management.
And how you like the course that you have so far?
Well, even though it sounded really interesting, it has been quite well. The first 4.5 weeks were like the workload was like nothing, and then we did only like presentation, and I didn't really enjoy that much. The seminars have been nice, but like the other work has not been that, like, I think I have not learned that much. But now, after the 4 weeks, there is like the workload is like there is 3, 4, 5 times more work than what there was before, and now I have like, I think the schedule, like they have not like constructed the course in a right way, because now I have like individual assignment and group assignment and also the presentations at the same time, because like it feels like now it's like I don't know, I have to do all of the work at the same time, and then even though I would have had more time in the beginning, for example, to the individual assignment, so now it's just like everything's overlapping, but oh well, I'm gonna survive.
For how many weeks do you have it now? So from when to when do you have it? The course?
So this course has started from the beginning of September. Yeah, September, and then it will end in the late October or in the beginning of November. I think 3rd of November is the day we need to hand in our group assignment, which is the last task we need to do, and then the next course starts.
And then hopefully it will be better and not that much workload.
Yeah, actually I just yesterday checked the schedule, and it looked like there's many lectures, but also online lectures, which was quite weird. But oh well.
Are the online lectures like around December?
Oh, I have them like during the whole course, but luckily I have online courses only in like also after Christmas I have only online lectures, so then I can go home for Christmas and stay in Finland, because my studies in Finland start then already on the 7th of January.
So it's basically coming from one semester going straight into the next
Yeah,
semester.
actually there's 1 week overlapping, so we'll see how it goes.
Yeah, it will potentially work out. You will make it work, I believe.
Yeah, it will work out.
That's great. So regarding the workload, because it's so much, at least for the first course, is it more than you're used to at your home university?
Well, this course is like 15 credits, and I haven't had any courses in Finland which have been 15 credits, because in Finland we have the courses like the credits are different, like a little different, and the courses, the way they like are divided is a little different. So I would say that it's less work than what it is compared to Finland, because in spring I wrote my bachelor's thesis, which was 10 credits, and it took me basically the whole half a year to write it. Yeah. And this is 15 credits. This lasts only 1 semester, and I think the workload is not that much. It's not that much that it's like 15 credits worth of workload, or at least now it hasn't felt like it, even though there is much work now, but because of the beginning of the course it was so much less and so little workload, so like all in all I think it's less than in Finland.
Interesting.
Or at least in my university, but it also depends quite much on the course,
right.
And like, because I think like in here it can be that 15 credits on one course is like there is so heavy workload, and then other course which is with 15 credits as well, and the workload on that one is much lighter. So I think it depends on the university, and it also depends on the course.
I feel like that's also what I would say, that it always depends what course are you taking and how, I don't know, the teachers fill out the lectures and stuff. So yeah. But on a scale from 1 to 10, how would you rate it?
Oh, the course?
Yeah.
Maybe a 7.
Could be
something
better.
like that. Yeah, could be better. Oh, the teachers are like lovely, but like how they handle the thing is not that nice. And the like how the course is going, it's not that like I think I would learn more if it would have been organized in a little different way.
Yeah. Yeah. That's an opinion.
Yeah. And also, as I've talked with other exchange students on the course as well, they have been quite on the same line with me. And also some of the Swedish students on that course are like, how is this course like organized this badly? So I think it might depend, like this course is just a shitty one, maybe.
But you do have a course together with Swedish students, because my 2 courses now are only with exchange students.
Yeah, we have like maybe half are exchange students and then half are like Swedish students.
That's cool.
On this course. And then the second course which I have not met anyone any other exchange students there yet, so I'm not sure if there's any other exchange students on that course, but we'll see.
Well, let's cross our fingers that there are some fellow exchange students.
Yeah, we'll see how it goes.
Yeah, we'll see. But so far, how do you like the Karlstad University?
Oh, I like the university. It's like it's quite like nice, like all in all. And I think that it's like the university is quite like, I don't know, it organizes things quite like well, and it looks nice and it's quite new, so, or at least I think quite much like it's much more new than the university in Tampere where I'm studying.
But is your university in Tampere also like surrounded by so much green?
Well, it's not that much, not as much as here. No, I would say not. But yeah, there is like little green, but it's more like more houses in there, and it's bigger place than this campus or like the surroundings of this university.
Yeah, but I still think that the building as such, from finding rooms, can be a little confusing.
Yeah. But it's lovely that we have this maze map here, because
right.
In Finland we don't have anything like that, and it's always, well, it's not anymore, but in the beginning it was like, where do I need to go?
Mm-hmm. It's quite convenient that you can also see the room where you have to go, because for us we only have like maps with houses, and then you have to find the room in the house yourself. But that's actually pretty good that you have the maze map that shows you basically the room.
Yeah, I agree.
Let's go now from how you like the university to how you like the housing situation. Is it an upgrade or a downgrade?
Well, when I first came here and saw my like room, I was like, oh, this is a huge downgrade from what I have in Finland, because in Finland I'm used to living by myself, and I had 34 square meters all myself, and there was like kitchen and all that stuff only for me. But here there is like these different rooms in the same corridor, and then we share the kitchen with like 10 people. But I think that this housing situation is like, I still like it quite much, because I would not want to live here like the same way I live in Finland, because I think that coming here, and if you would live only by yourself, it would have maybe it would feel quite lonely, or like much lonelier than here, because I think it's nice that when you come to the kitchen there's usually someone, or then if there's no one, then you often go to at least knock Patricia's door and ask if she's home and if she wants to join for a dinner. So I think that's really nice. And I also like, because I think that during the semester, like we on the same corridor, at least, like I get to know really well the people here, or at least some of them, and then like if I lived by myself, I would be just by myself, but like. Because we are on this like live on the same corridor and then we meet basically every day. It's just like living with your friends, woohoo!
Or just like a little family, basically.
Yeah, exactly. It's like little family with the people who are here like often, because I love I love our kitchen because it's the best kitchen in the whole campus, and we have this like good atmosphere here that at least with 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7 people are like often in the kitchen or like cooking something, and always when you see them it's like hi, and you usually talk with them other than just hi or other than just greeting them. So I think it's like really nice that I've made like such a good friends from the corridor.
Yeah, I totally agree with that. Since you like come home from university and you're like, hey, how was your day? Are you okay? Is something going
exactly.
on? Yeah, it's very cool, right?
It's lovely, and also it's like, I don't know, at least I feel like I've made already lifelong friends from this corridor.
That's cute.
And one of them is sitting just not next to me, but
across.
Yeah, exactly.
That's lovely to hear. I do think the same about you. So.
Oh.
That's why I'm very happy to have you on my interview, because it will be a long-lasting memory.
Yeah, that's true. Oh, yeah. Oh, I didn't even think that. Now I start to cry.
Yeah. But now I want to talk with you a little about like cultural differences and similarities. For example, how much do you think Sweden and Finland are alike? Because it's like you are not at home, but you are kind of at home, you know?
Yeah, well, of course, because Finland. Of course, because Finland and Sweden are both northern countries, they are quite similar, like how maybe the government and how the system works, even though there is like president in Finland, but king and queen in Sweden. But like other than that, like I don't know how all the stuff is like organized in these countries. It's quite the same way. But I think there's much similarities, but there's also differences. First difference which comes to my mind is that there's like euros in Finland and crowns in Sweden. And then also like maybe, well, I haven't been to Stockholm or other places, but at least in here it feels like, well, maybe people are, it's also might be because I speak English to other people quite often and not Swedish. People feel really like, I don't know, welcoming or something, but I think it would be the same case in Finland as well. Then one huge difference, which I'm like I'm lost, because in Finland we have like really good lunch at school, but then in here there is no lunch at school, and you need to meal prep like basically 4 times in a week so that you can eat. And I don't know, it's just that's maybe like big difference compared to Finnish like university system. And also talking about university, there's at least differences in the grading, because here you get like pass
with distinction.
Yeah. And then in Finland we have like grades from 1 to 5, and 5 is the best one and 1 is the like worst one.
Oh really? Because we have it the other way around. 5 is the worst one and 1 is the best one.
Oh yeah, so that's the difference, and also it's difference to German as well.
Yeah.
I don't know what else, like what other differences there are, but I think there is differences but also similarities. But I think you can also say from perspective of coming from Germany that there's differences but also similarities. Oh, one similarity is also that the weather is quite similar, even though in Finland I think I'm living quite like a little northern than this place, so it's a little colder there, but other than that it's like quite the same. What else? I don't know.
I think you also have like those periods that you have.
Yeah, exactly. Like in the university, we have basically we have 2 semesters, spring and autumn, and then we have like summer. You can take courses. It's like summer period, and then they are both divided in 2 periods, and then. On top of that but like in here it's usually 15 credits courses, 7.5, or then some of the people might have like 4 or something like that, but for exchange students at least. But in Finland mostly the courses for my university is like 5 credits or then 10 credits, and then in Finland my course can like last for the whole semester, but I think that here you can only have like 1 period or less than 1 period courses. So that's a difference like in the university system as well. So at least there is quite many differences in the university system, even though both are like Nordic countries.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I don't know if there's other differences. Well, first things that come to my mind is the housing situation here, but it's like because it's more like Karlstad is smaller place than Tampere. It's maybe one of the reasons, and I don't know.
Yeah, but housing situations and also the university systems, some differences that to Germany as well.
Yeah, and I think there's differences also inside Sweden, depending on the city you are like living.
Yeah, exactly. But I think it's quite interesting to find out those differences or similarities.
Yeah, exactly.
But what I have like noticed, especially at the beginning of our semester here, there were a lot of people running around in those colored overalls, and you do actually have the same tradition in Finland as well.
Yeah, we have the same tradition. We run all over with our overalls. And actually I have white overalls in Finland as well.
What does it stand for, the white color?
Oh, it's just like different fields of study have different color of overalls. For example, I'm studying industrial engineering and management. I have white overalls. Then, for example, engineering students from like building and constructions, they have dark blue, and then architectures have black, and then like IT have it's like architectures have like so black with joy, and then IT has black. It doesn't make sense, but because the colors, there's not that many colors, so there is like similar colors might be like, for example, in Tampere there's also like the people who study medicine and like to become a doctor, they have also white overalls, but then we like recognize ourselves with like the advertisements we have on those overalls.
So you actually have also like people signing your overalls or those patches that you can collect?
Well, mainly those patches of which you can collect, and then like when we get the overalls, we call to different companies to like sponsor us, or like do they want to be a part of this student, like our field of study, and do like So then the companies which agree to like come to help us and like get us the overalls, then they get like their logo on our like overalls. So it's a little different than here, but quite like basically the same thing. But the overalls are so handy, especially when you're partying, because there's many pockets, you can put everything inside the pockets, you don't need a purse, and then they can get dirty, so it's like it's so easy to go to a party because you just throw them on and go outside of the door.
And you don't have to worry what to wear for a party.
Yeah, exactly.
It's cool.
And it's warm. As most of the year, as when you're studying, it's the cold weather. So it's like perfect. I love them.
So this tradition actually reminded you of your home when you like saw the people running around.
Yeah. Actually, it was funny, and also because like when the new Swedish students came here, it just reminded me so much of the time when I first started studying in Tampere. But yeah,
good old times.
Yeah, good old times. Oh well.
Is there something that you miss about home so far?
Oh well, I miss the lunches. I miss those ones. Then mainly I miss maybe my like friends or my family and our family dog and my sister. Those are maybe the like things I miss the most. Yeah. And also I miss a little bit like Tampere, like as a city, because I love it so much. But I also like this city in here, so like I don't miss Tampere that much, but like I don't know.
It feels quite comfortable here, but it's like not the same as home.
Yeah, exactly. That's just what I meant. Yeah. But yeah, I think like because you know that you're here only. Well, now because I know my schedule for the last course, I know that I'll be home already before Christmas. Like, so, like the fact that you know that when you're going back is like it's like I don't know. It maybe at least for me makes it like that I don't miss that much. And I know the fact that when I'm like going back, because well at least I also talked with my mom about like how is she feeling about my exchange, and does she miss me, and how is she feeling like because I'm in a different country. But then she said that this doesn't even feel that like that I'm so far away, because then she said that it was worse than when there was this like because of COVID there was this like closure in Finland where you couldn't go from like the southern Finland to like northern parts because I don't know, and like because there was no knowledge how long is it gonna take. So she said that it was like worse than this, or at least it felt worse then than what this feels like, or like how much she misses me and all that stuff. So but I think I'm maybe missing just my friends and family. Yeah, and my sister. Yeah. But luckily there is FaceTime and all that stuff.
Thank God, right?
Yeah.
And just like having a date where you know you going home, it's also like a little relieving.
Yeah, that's true. And maybe I also like miss, even though I love the like housing situation here, I somehow like maybe I don't know, miss some things like in my own apartment and like how I live like in Tampere or something like that, because it's like because in here it's like there's so much different things somehow happening, and then you need to maybe think more of all the stuff, and then because you're here so long, like so short period of time, you want to take all the advantage out of it.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
I feel a little bit even maybe a stress that I need to really do like all the stuff now, because soon I won't be here anymore. But in Finland, when you are living in Tampere, you know that I'm gonna live here at least 1.5 years still, so I'm not in a hurry. And because it's like your home country, you are like you used to being there, but here you are like you are in a different country, and it's like you need to take all the advantage out of it now. Yeah. Even though you can come here back, but it's then different.
Yeah, exactly. Because it's so unique, right?
Yeah, but I think only the like fact that I'm, for example, sitting in my kitchen with and eating dinner with all of the other people from my corridor. I think that's also like unique thing, like one of the unique things being in here. Like I think that when I go back to Finland, I will mainly miss maybe those like maybe smaller things, and not the like trips to somewhere and somewhere and somewhere, but maybe like just the like I don't know, the everyday life in here, and like how the life is, like the differences in living here compared to Finland. And of course, when I go back, I'll miss the people from here.
Yeah, that's a very, very interesting thought, and it's well said. I think that I can definitely agree to you. It's like the small things that are going to be stuck in your head.
Yeah,
for
exactly.
years.
Yeah, and like I think the smaller things are the ones which then in the end will like be more like you appreciate them maybe more than the trips. I don't know.
So, like the smaller things are also like one of the significant experiences that you have.
Yeah, even though
experienced here.
like in here everyday life, it's basically every day I eat dinner here with other people. But then when I go back, it's like I don't know. Maybe I just need to start appreciating more of those little things in here and not like take everything for granted.
Yeah, that's true. That's really true.
Yeah.
So last question. Would you do this Erasmus semester again somewhere? And what do you want to experience here in Sweden until you leave?
Well, this was too much in one question.
Okay, start off with what is still on your to-do list to do
Oh
here
yeah,
in
my
Sweden?
to-do list. Well, on like tomorrow I leave to Norway for this fjord trip, so I'm quite excited about that. Then I also have planned to go to Oslo, also like in the Christmas, like during the Christmas, and then I would love to go to Gothenburg as well. And then my parents are gonna visit me in October, and also my friends from Finland are gonna visit me in October. So the October is quite full already, like planned stuff. And then I think I'm gonna also see my friend from like where she's studying as an exchange student in Linköping. So I think we're gonna meet up in Stockholm one weekend or something like that. So those are maybe like bigger like plans for this semester. And then also we have a plan to go to Varmant Museum with Patricia and to Fika and to also to Rusta. We'll see how those goes, but yeah. And then I don't know, just enjoying my time here. If I would come from a other country except like from Germany or France or Spain, I would say that my goal is to see the Northern Lights, but because I've seen them already, I'm not that like I can leave Sweden without seeing the Northern Lights.
Since you have Lapland like right around your
Yeah,
corner
exactly.
as well.
Yeah, that's one of the things quite many are looking for, but not me.
But that's good that you have like a to-do list to do, so you know that there's some like fun things coming around that make time fly by faster.
Yeah, it's crazy how time has like gone so fast, because now I just think that this October will go by so fast as being it's 4th or 5th.
Yeah.
No, it's 4th.
4th, yeah.
October, and then I'll be back from Norway on the 10th. Then I need to really do school stuff before my friends come here, and then my parents come like right after my friends have left, and then it's already like 24th of October, and then I'm just like, I'm gonna be here only two months anymore. Right. And then when you look at the calendar and you check like weekends for 2 months, it's just like, there's 8 weekends. If I want to go to an Oslo one weekend, Gothenburg one weekend, Stockholm one weekend, then there's only like 5 weekends left. And I hope that there will be only like some of the weekends that I'm only in Karlstad and enjoying my time here, and I don't know, having a fika and watching a movie with Patricia.
Yeah, it will fly, I believe so as well.
Yeah.
But would you do an Erasmus semester abroad again somewhere?
Well, I think I would, because this is like just the experience would be like like the experience here has been like for now amazing and so different, and I'm really happy that I put myself out of my comfort zone and came here. But I don't know where I would go. I would like to go maybe a little little more far away. If someone else would organize the exchange for me, then everything would be fine. But as I'm already studying my masters, I'm not able to go to, or I don't know if I'm able to go, but I'm not planning to go for another exchange again. But maybe in working life, if there comes a chance to work abroad, I think that this exchange semester has really opened my eyes that you can also work outside Finland, and it would be quite good experience as well. And I think that it opens your view of thinking and how different cultures and all that stuff, how you think about those when you go abroad somewhere. And also this exchange semester has taught me so much about not only Sweden but other cultures from basically Europe as well, from Germany or from France or from Spain, and from Italy, how people live there, and how they differ quite, those countries differ quite much from Finland then. And it's funny because we're in this exchange bubble here, so it maybe feels more that I'm in the middle of Germany, when I'm together with the people, or in the middle of Europe somewhere, because so many other exchange students are from there, and there's no one else from Finland. So it's even though I'm in Sweden, which is Nordic country and similar to Finland, it still feels that it's really different because I'm surrounded with other exchange students from the middle of Europe, which are not Swedish at all. So it's there's that difference is quite big, because then compared to you, as you're from Germany, you and the other so many other exchange students are also from the Middle Europe countries. So the situation around other exchange students is quite different when you compare to yourself from my experience here.
But I think exactly that's so interesting to get another perspective on all of this, on this whole thing. Yeah. So I think that's a good thing actually to wrap up this episode.
Woohoo!
And I'm very, very happy to have you on this podcast now. And I'm very thankful for your time before you go to Norway tomorrow, and hopefully have a wonderful time there. And as always, as we say, have a wonderful Sunday. Have a fika every day. You know, fika is important.
Yeah, fika is really important.
Fika is very important. And hopefully you have a great week. How do you say in Finnish bye-bye or goodbye?
Moikka, or something like that.
Okay, then we're going to finish off this episode with
Moikka
and hejdå.
Hejdå! I can do it as well.
See you next time. Bye.
Bye.